Do you guys ever watch Better Call Saul?
Mm-mm.
No?
Never have.
It's just on Showtime, right?
Bad,
I'm not sure what channel
it's on. Showtime?
It was on the same one as Breaking Bad.
Yeah, was it on AMC?
I think it was AMC.
That's AMC then.
I think it was AMC. So there's an actor, this guy, who's on that show. He's also in a movie called The Men Who Stare at Goats with Clooney.
Okay.
And apparently, this is on Barstool. He cut his own hand off a while back and posed as a wounded warrior to get these jobs. So he took a skill saw, cut off his own hand, and a psychotic.
He deserves it.
Oh my God.
How bad you want it, B? You want to be Batman? Cut your fucking hand off.
That guy's crazy.
Holy fuck. But here's the problem, though. He acted like, was he in the military?
No. So he lied about it. But he's coming
sketchy.
clean now. It's been on his conscience for a while, so he's letting everyone know. He doesn't care if he loses future acting gigs.
Let me see that picture.
Holy fuck. He cut his arm off to get roles in Hollywood.
Bro.
His hand.
Well, it looks like, that's so nuts.
Dude. How did he do it?
Skill saw.
Do you know what
in a
that
psychotic
is?
episode.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, there was that one guy who cut his hand off and sent the video to the FBI because they had his brother in jail, or they were going after his brother, and he was like, he showed them how fucking tough he was, and he cut his own hand off like that. You know that story?
No.
He sent it to the FBI and said, "Here, motherfuckers, come get us."
Was the FBI like, all right, cool, man. Now
Well,
you're
they were
without a
like,
hand.
Jesus,
Now you're way easier to identify because of one hand, you moron.
No hand.
Damn. He said just the, wow. That is fucking nuts. The stolen valor thing, I agree, can't be forgiven, but you got to respect the dedication.
He just sounds like he probably has major episodic.
Now, would you cut off a finger to be the next, being the next Pirates of the Caribbean, like the next 5, make like $600 million? Would you cut a finger off?
Which one?
I'd cut my pinky off.
Yeah, not my thumb.
Yeah. No, I need my thumb.
Need my thumb.
There's no roll. My thumb, pinky.
Take it.
Batman.
Take it. How
Pirates
much
of the
money do I
Caribbean.
get?
You're trying millions, bro. You can have Johnny Depp's career, but you're not gonna be so shitty with your money.
You know, I don't want to act like that. I don't want to be on set all day.
I would put up with some shit for the amount of money he got paid. I would wear that fucking. I mean, you do it now, B.
What's that?
I said you do it now.
Yeah, but I love the people I work with. I don't know about film. It's like a lot.
What if you love them though, and you're making 30 at least a fucking movie?
Yeah.
You would
30 a movie.
Oh, he makes more than
What
that.
would I do with the money, Brennan? Like drink really good wine and yeah, I would. Of course, I
don't act like come on.
But what would
hey,
I
it's
do,
me
dude?
here. Don't act like.
What am I going to do?
good.
Go to Europe and be fabulous?
I would wear scarves. I would wear scarves
Get my
like
face
him.
tucked the fuck up.
I'd get fucking neck tattoos. God, so I wonder if this guy, if people are like, damn, that's badass, he did it for the craft, or if I'm like, fuck this dude.
Well,
I've never heard him, so I don't know a lot of movies.
They're going to say fuck him because he's impersonating someone that's a war veteran.
You think?
Yeah.
Imagine. I think so. I mean, you know.
It's not like he's been killing it, though, is it? It's not like it's like, what? Like if they're like Robert De Niro cut his finger off, you'd be like, what the fuck after all these years? But with him, it's like, all right.
I just think he's a strange cat.
Oh, you think? You'd have to be a real psycho to cut your own arm off.
You know, Brendan, I
And
think
then pretend you're in the
you and
military.
I know guys that are borderline this, don't we?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know guys who are a little bit like this. And so
And you know what? Even without the arm, you just miss.
you just
Hate to tell you, just because you have both arms isn't the reason you're not Ben Affleck.
yeah, he got a lot of
So when you cut it off, you're still not Ben Affleck. Now you're even shittier, and now you're getting even less roles because you have one arm and we can't cast
He
that.
did it for acceptance. He did it because he wanted to.
I mean, he knew he was going to get like these kinds of roles.
You would think someone would do some research like because like if you're around Matt Best, like the boys from Black Rifle, and they'll find out, man. It's very easy for them to figure it out. They ask him like 3 questions, like, "Oh, you're full of shit. Get out of here."
I have another thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
How about this? Maybe he didn't cut his own hand off. Maybe he lost it in another way, and that's a second story. Because
Never know.
Usually you'd pass out before you can get through that bone.
I mean, I severed my hand with a skill saw. That's what he's saying. The state of my mind was a psychotic episode. How about this? Probably not
You're
that
right.
either.
You're right. Maybe it's some bullshit like he got his hand stuck in the fridge or something like that, and it broke.
I was dishonorable. I'm killing my career by doing this. If anyone thinks this was for personal edification, that's not the case.
What are we going to do without him?
I'm ousting myself from the New Mexico film industry, and gladly so, just to say what I've said while he wasn't taking his medication, but now he's back on his meds and wants to tell the truth. Look at my eyes. I know they're hard to see anyway, but look at them now.
I don't buy it either. Now that you say that, it'd be pretty tough to take a handsaw and go zzz.
Yeah.
Unless you just like this. Yeah. But then you go to the hospital, there's going to be records of it. Yeah. How'd you do it? Well, he'd probably just say buzzsaw.
Well, if you're willing to lie about being a veteran, people check that out. It's real easy. It's like you, whenever I say, that guy fought professionally, and you go, he did? Where? What's his name? And then you go, I can look it up right now on my phone. And I'm like, no, because. And you're like, no, not because. And I'm like, you know.
Well, you also, same how Matt Best can figure out those fake soldiers, I can figure out fake fighters. What gym, who. It's about 3 or 4 questions before they go down this weird road. You're like, oh, you're full of shit.
Yes.
Go entertain the actors. I'm out. What else you got, Chin?
Let's take a look.
Now, do we want this guy on the podcast? Sure. I'd love to hear the story.
Wow.
Go ahead.
You guys could figure him out, you think?
I'm
just saying if you want.
I would have him on here and ask him some questions.
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I mean, he's coming out clean.
He sounds
nice
way,
and crazy.
Yeah, he sounds like a very nice guy who probably
a little batty.
May have maybe a little batty. That's all. I'm sure he's a good guy, and I'm sure he's complicated like all human beings. I'm not ready to say he's a dick.
Now, my boy who we've had on the show, who works for Discovery Channel for Shark Week, who got his arm and leg bit off by a fucking shark, might have something to say.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? By the way, he might have had a psychotic episode. He might have cut his arm off, and then he might have said something like, I'm fucked for life. And then he got desperate and came up with an idea, and it worked.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're desperate and you're terrified and you lie, it's okay too. Like I'm not judging the guy, man. I don't want to judge the guy. I don't know what it's like to
I don't want to be his friend, but yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
You know what? I just don't give a fuck.
That's a cool hand, by the way. It's a pretty cool hand.
No, homeboy, our boys is way cooler. That strong fucking death grip carbon fiber one he had, the mechanical one.
Would you rather lose a pinky or a pinky toe?
Oh, pinky toe, easily, dude.
Well, you need it for
balance.
balance.
My hands, bro.
That's
you
the
need
thing.
your pinky toe for balance, Brandon.
That's the weird thing about
like
the toes.
My parkour would suck. That would suffer, and I'm not willing to give that up.
Yeah, pinky doesn't do too much. I mean, grip would be a little bit of an issue because you need that little pinky to hang on to the bar.
Farmer's carry and for boxing, it wouldn't bother me.
All right, what
be
else you got,
horrible.
Chin?
It would be terrible.
When you see my back ripple and I pull myself up like a chimp 30 times bang, while talking to you, why wouldn't I give that to you as inspiration?
It's a gift, really.
It's a gift.